World War II, Section 6 with Miss Lashi. War in Europe. Germany quickly took over much of Europe with its Blitzkrieg tactic. France fell under German control in 1940 after they surrendered. The French resistance continued to work against the Nazis. Britain was left to fight off German aggression almost entirely by itself until the Soviet Union and the United States joined the war in 1941. Battle of the Atlantic. The Allied and Axis powers fought for control over the Atlantic Ocean. Submarines and battleships patrolled the ocean. Depth charges would be left for submarines to run into. They would explode when they were hit. Submarines used torpedoes to sink battleships. D-Day. The Allies invaded northern France on the shores of Normandy on D-Day. France was under the control of the Nazis at the time. The invasion occurred on June 6, 1944. Dwight Eisenhower was the commander of the Allied forces on D-Day and in Europe. Omar Bradley and his men were the first troops to land on the beaches of Normandy. D-Day was the largest amphibious operation up until that time. Thousands of Allied troops landed on the beaches of Normandy on D-Day. Amphibious means by water, so it's the largest operation conducted by water in history up until that time. George Patton. George Patton led the Allied campaign in northern Africa. He was known for his killer instinct. He was also known for using tanks. He helped the Allies to quickly recover lost territory in Europe and push the German lines back. Battle of the Bulge. The Allies had been swiftly moving eastward across Europe. Germany made a counterattack against the Allies in December 1944 called the Battle of the Bulge. The offensive failed and Allied troops crossed the Rhine River in Germany. VE Day. American, British, and French forces pushed eastward into Germany. Soviet troops, or Russia, pushed westward into Germany. Soviet troops reached Berlin in May 1945. Hitler committed suicide and Germany surrendered. VE Day stands for Victory in Europe. Vernon Baker. Vernon Baker was an African-American soldier during World War II. He was one of the first to see combat in the war. Vernon took out 3 machine gun nests, 2 observation posts, and 2 bunkers by himself. He was awarded 52 years after the war was over the Congressional Medal of Honor, the highest award possible for battlefield courage. So Vernon Baker was not awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor during World War II because of prejudice since he was African American. It took 52 years for him to receive this honor.